What is up, Dream Team? Another day of 100 push-ups. I believe this is day 23. But let's get it, 100 push-ups, baby.
If you're sitting there and you're not building momentum and you feel like you're stagnant, you feel like you're holding yourself back and you're comparing yourself to others instead of comparing your daily actions to your own highest values and dreams, it's time to get on with your life and do something even more profound. Everybody's seen a train going down a track. And the engine of that train and all the train is behind it is pretty heavy. You can imagine actually the weight of a train engine going over you. That's very massive. It's very heavy. It's a lot of engine. And when it first takes off, it's really slow. But then it starts to pick up its velocity, its speed. And as it does, if you multiply the mass of the engine and all the train cars that are behind it times the speed, velocity, mass times velocity determines momentum. So you might want to write that. Momentum equals mass times velocity. Now, if you're going down a track, we could use a metaphor. The track is the track of our purpose, or the main primary objective or primary mission that we have in life that we're pursuing. The thing that's most important in our life. As I know, every time I do a talk, I always mention values. So this would be the very thing at the very top of the value list. Whatever is most important, most meaningful, most inspiring, most intrinsically calling, the thing that you love doing, that you can't wait to get up in the morning and do. That's the track. That's the mission. That's the purpose. Now you have a mass, but your velocity is based, if you multiply it times your mass, you get to know how you become unstoppable. Now what's interesting is, if you're a young boy and you have as a highest value video games, you spontaneously act on it. Whatever's highest on your value, you spontaneously act on. But when you're doing something low on your values,
45, baby.
You procrastinate, hesitate, frustrate. You need somebody to motivate you to do it. So you're most efficient, most effective, most inspired when you're doing what's highest on your value. When you do, you have the least resistance, the most intrinsic, you might say, drive, and your engine becomes unstoppable. So everybody has a hierarchy of values. If we live according to what's highest on our value list, we increase the probability of being clear about what our track is, our mission in life, and spontaneously being inspired to act without resistance. So we have the fastest speed. And if you notice, whenever you set a goal and you do achieve it, you tend to set a more unobtainable goal, a bigger goal. And eventually you achieve that, and then you set an even more unobtainable goal. It's a more challenging goal. It gets bigger. Whenever you're pursuing something that's deeply meaningful and inspiring to you and you achieve it, you tend to want to achieve something greater. And whenever you're doing something that's lower on your values, you tend to not want to have to work so hard. You want to avoid the challenges and seek the immediate gratifying ease. So you procrastinate, hesitate, and frustrate on something that takes a lot of effort, but not on the thing that's most important. So if you want to build momentum,
that's 60, baby.
You want to make sure that you keep to priority and keep to what you value most. I've used the analogy of a young boy who loves his video game. When he does his video games and he's doing what he really loves, he'll stay out there till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I have a son that did that. And you can't even get them to go to sleep. They don't want to be stopped. They just want to keep going because they love what they're doing. But if you ask him to do his homework, his chores, clean his room or something like that, he'll procrastinate, he'll stop pretty quick, and he's not going to want to keep going. If you're not consistently moving towards something that's deeply meaningful and inspiring, and you're not building up an accelerated pace, or at least a faster velocity towards it, you're not going to get to a point where your momentum is unstoppable. That's why to start and stop and to do a job and go, I don't want to do it. Do another job, that doesn't inspire me, and go from job to job or relationship to relationship or to objective and not really find something that's deeply meaningful,
And that's
you're
80,
not
baby.
likely to build great momentum. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, find the thing that you love doing, the one thing, as Gary Keller says it, and stick to it and don't stop doing it. Just keep doing it and you'll become, in a sense, momentum building and unstoppable. Mine happens to be the breakthrough experience. I've done it 1,166 times. About to do another 2 this week coming up. And when you stop and think about it, you just keep doing it and you end up building momentum. The speed at which you do it, it builds momentum. So you want to make sure that you're going after the thing that you really love in life. So
That's
you have
90.
the fastest velocity. So you end up having the mass times the velocity, build yourself a momentum. And then it's like a train, you can't stop it. When it gets going and it gets faster and faster, it's not stoppable. If it goes off the track, it'll just keep going right into the dirt, right through trees, right through cars, it'll just keep going. I wonder what would happen if all of a sudden we found out what our real mission is. Our mission is an expression of our highest value. The most inspiring, spontaneous, acting aspect of our life is that highest value. Mine is teaching. That's why I love teaching the breakthrough experience, because I watch the momentum that it does, the impact it has on the people it touches. Anybody that's in its way are going.
Okay. That's 100. I do it for you, I do it for me, I do it for we, the people, baby. Let's go.